And what's up guys, back with a brand new video. It's Brady here. Actually just got back from the gym. It's Saturday. Don't usually go to the gym on Saturdays, but we had some cardio to do. I ran a mile and then I did 20 minutes of lifts on an incline treadmill after I ran the mile. And I wanna show you something really cool that I got, so hold on. All right, so I have AirPods and I really like them, but like they're not good for running or cardio. So I just got these things from Amazon, if you can see. These just slide right onto your AirPods and then it actually goes in your ear and it makes them sound better, like the bass increases and the sound increases, and they stay in your ear. So those are awesome and highly recommend. Maddie and I are gonna get a lot of work done today. So the topic of this video is gonna come in a little bit, but I just wanted to update you guys on everything because so much is happening, especially with summer shredding coming up and especially with my own diet and our athletes that we're training for Nova Training. So much is going on, and I feel like during the topic portion of the video, I can't really give you guys an update, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna use today getting some work done to update you guys on everything, and then I'll get to the topic of the video, which I think you will find pretty informative. The reason why we're gonna go somewhere else to do work is we feel that we've just been in our apartment a lot, and it's kind of nice to just get like a change of scenery and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to just like a local coffee shop. I feel like there'll be less distractions that way too. Like you're at a place specifically to do work rather than just in your apartment where you got Netflix and you got Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So I think when you're running your own business, like work doesn't really just feel like work, and everything you're doing is like for you and for your business and the people that are a part of it, like your clients and stuff. So I don't know, I'm just really excited for today. Super good day, good vibes. I'm gonna give you guys an update on my diet here in a second, and also athletes and all that good stuff. All right, the red. Pretty good. Whew. You wanna go get sushi?
Yeah.
Hey, same, but I can't because I'm on a diet. It's 6 o'clock now, so we actually worked for 5 hours straight, and gotta tell you, big fan of getting out and doing it somewhere. I felt very like committed because we couldn't go anywhere else. All right, so quick update for you guys, and then we're gonna get out of here. I guess the fast version is I'm down a little over 15 pounds, which means I have 12 pounds left to go on my diet. That'll put me at 165 pounds. And this is all in the next 8 weeks. In 8 weeks is the Summer Shredding Classic. That's where we have 3 of my athletes competing. That's gonna be a huge show and we're very excited. So we're gonna be flying down to Houston. We think we found our tickets. We're gonna get them booked soon and we will be there. Me and Anthony, all the athletes. Maddie's gonna be there.
Hey.
And it's gonna be so much fun. But even before that, actually in 5 weeks, we have our first show where our guys are competing. So we have 4 guys competing at that show, and all men's physique and things like that. So that's in 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, I'm gonna have an epic show video, and it's gonna be just so awesome seeing these guys step on stage. They're looking really good right now. So 5 weeks out from that, that's a little update. But honestly, no, it's just been really motivating, like especially just being able to coach these guys because they're just like doing so good and they're working so hard and they look amazing, and that's just motivating to me. So a lot to be grateful for right now. All right guys, so we're gonna finish up the video here. And what I wanna do is basically just lay out my plan to get shredded. If you've been following me along, you know I've been dieting for 10 weeks already, and I have 8 weeks left of my diet. So the rest of this video is gonna be about my plan, how I'm gonna dip down into the single-digit body fat percentages, how I'm gonna get shredded, and hopefully by watching this video, you're gonna learn for yourself. Maybe if you're dieting or you want to diet, what I've done to get to this point so far and what I'm going to do to get to the finish point. So let's get straight into it. All right, so I'm just gonna start off by saying I really hope you can see the whiteboard. But yeah, this has all the details. I'm gonna be explaining things pretty well and also in depth as possible. So hopefully you find a lot of value in this. And also if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. All right, now let's get into it. So to talk about where I'm gonna be going the next 8 weeks, we first gotta start off talking about where I've been the past 10 weeks. So I started my diet, I weighed 191.8 pounds. That's the heaviest I've ever been. And according to InBody testing, I was 16.5% body fat. Started at 191.8, and so far in this first 10 weeks, I've managed to lose 15 to 16 pounds, which puts me right around like 176 pounds right now. I started my diet at 2,600 calories. For me, that was a pretty aggressive start to my diet, but I wanted to make sure that I was losing substantial weight now so that I'd have less to lose later. This is a tactic that I highly recommend. If you have a lot of weight to lose, which most of us have more weight to lose than we think, it is definitely better to start hard and not have to finish as hard. So starting off, I actually wanted to do cardio. So you don't have to start doing cardio when you start dieting. You don't even have to do cardio at all, although it does help a lot. But I wanted to do cardio. And so for that reason, I actually started off at 5 times a week and about 25 minutes. To get the most out of your cardio sessions, I pretty much wouldn't recommend going under 20 minutes. I just feel like you don't get that much from it. So 25 I think is a really good starting point, and I would go up to 45 minutes if you feel comfortable doing that. And just in case you're not aware, cardio is purely to help burn more calories and create a bigger deficit. If you don't want to do cardio, but you want the same deficit as you would if you were doing cardio, then you're going to have to lower your dietary calories more. And for my workouts, I've kept things pretty steady, like pretty normal, I'd say, to what I usually do, which is work out 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, usually rest Saturday and Sunday. But overall, I've done a little bit less volume. The first few weeks, I would say that I kept things extremely normal, but as I got further into the diet, I have lessened my volume. But you wanna make sure that you're doing enough volume, but not too much volume. Remember that you're probably not going to be putting on muscle during this period of time, but you also don't want to lose muscle. And so in order to do that, there's a lot of debates out there, scientifically speaking, but I think the most agreed upon way to do this is to make sure you're lifting enough volume to maintain, not as much as you were when you're in a surplus of calories, and also maybe even lifting a bit heavier. So my compound movements, such as squat and bench press, I've made sure to kind of switch to more of a strength approach, having one day of the week where I lift a bit heavier and try to maintain my strength. Now, towards the end of this 10 weeks, so literally like last week, I actually got as low as 2,100 calories, which for me is pretty low. My macros during this time were 185 grams of protein, which is just a little bit over my body weight per gram. And then carbs was about 210, my fat was about 53-ish. Now, currently I'm doing 5 times a week cardio still, but this time for 30 minutes rather than 25 minutes. And I am actually training for a 10K run right now, so I have been running a little bit. If I was competing on stage, kind of a side note, I would not be running. That's counterproductive to what your actual goal is. So in this case, I am running because my goal is to run, but if you're bodybuilding, I would not. That is exactly what I've been doing the past 10 weeks to lose 15 to 16 pounds. And now currently I'm about 13, maybe 12.5% body fat. So what is my plan for the last 8 weeks? During the last 8 weeks, I want to lose about 11 to 12 pounds, which will get me to around 165 pounds body weight, and I hope to be about 8 or 9% body fat at that point. I'm starting my calories for this last 8 weeks at 2,000 calories, which is pretty low, but that's what it takes. And then also I'm gonna be bumping up my cardio over time from 5 sessions to maybe even 6 sessions, from 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and towards the end I might even do up to 45 minutes. And as for my workouts, I'm actually dropping my workouts to 4 times a week here in a little bit. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to prioritize recovery. When you're dieting, it's a lot easier to build up that fatigue because your recovery is lower. If your recovery is lower, you have a chance of losing more muscle. So I want to prioritize recovery, but I still am making sure to get the volume in that I need to maintain my muscle mass. And as well, I'm also going to be lifting heavy still in my compound movements, only heavy when I feel recovered and like I'm able to lift heavy. So I'm not like forcing myself to lift heavy, if that makes sense. Now towards the very end, I'm actually going to be decreasing my volume, and this is just going to help me recover from all the accumulated fatigue from dieting for so long and being in such a deficit. I mean, guys, 10 weeks of dieting is a very long time. 18 weeks is pretty long as well. You're going to build up a lot of fatigue, You want to make sure that you're recovering properly so that you're not losing muscle. And then I'm just going to be preparing for my goals after the diet, which for me is going to be building up my bench press. So towards the end of this 8 weeks, I might start prioritizing bench press and bench press technique. So as soon as I actually have calories and more energy, I should see a pretty sudden strength increase. And guys, I want to point out too that there's a chance I might go as low as 1,600 calories. Now you might think that's insane, and it's true, that is very low, and I would say that's not very healthy, but as long as you feel comfortable and you know what you're doing, and understanding that it's just temporary. I'm gonna be dipping in and dipping out. This is not something I'm going to maintain for very long, maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, something like that, and just be paying attention to my overall health. 1,600 calories is fine, and hoped that that'll kind of like lean me out as much as possible at the end. But all right guys, so that's it. That is my complete diet plan. Hopefully this has helped you out. If you have any questions for me, just let me know in the comments and I'll let you know everything that you need to know. But yeah guys, this is our approach. This is my personal approach, but this is also kind of the approach we take when we're training our clients, especially our clients that are bodybuilding. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found it valuable. And guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't, hit the like button, and we'll see you later. Peace out.